Hello, welcome back to the channel. So a lot of times people will ask me how I stay cool, especially living in my van with a dog during the summer. And I'm like, oh, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. It doesn't get that hot. But we're in the middle of a heat wave, so it might not seem that hot to you guys that are in like 113 temps and stuff that I've heard about. But it's hot for me and what we're used to, Ruby and I. So I decided I would show you guys what I do on a hot day. I think today's a high of 90 and it's supposed to be like that or warmer, maybe 94 over the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. So it's definitely warmer than I'm used to. Ruby's a hot dog too. Aren't you, Rubes? You a little warm today? She's still smiling though. So one thing these sunny days are good for is charging up the power station. So I'm in the sun right now. I'm in a sunny spot, but I'll show you. I'll go show you that now. This is quite a beautiful spot, and normally I would pull up and go in the shade there, but I actually want to be in the sun. And I want to be in the sun because I'm taking advantage of all this blue sky to charge my solar panel. Normally I carry this around behind the driver's seat. I just tuck it away there. It's the same one that I had for my Honda, and I might attach it to the roof, I'm not sure. But I do have it hooked up to my power station, and that was at 23% when I started it charging, and now it's up to 37. You can see it's getting it's a slow charge. We've probably been here about an hour just hanging out in the heat. But it's worth it to me. If I can get the power station up a little bit, it's worth it. I have the back open here, and there's actually a little bit of airflow and cross breeze. This open door and this Rubes, this open door over here create a cross flow, and you can see, you know, there's actually kind of a nice breeze. It's even blowing under the blanket. I mean, this shot right here is almost like with the breeze blowing out there and the curtain. It's almost refreshing, right? Until you see the hot dog. But look, flowers. More flowers over there. She dropped her toy. I gotta go get it. Okay, so I knew it was going to be hot, and I went to the grocery store and got some food specifically to make for this hot weather. So I'm going to make one of them now because it's getting towards late afternoon, which is like the time I like to have a meal. And I'm switching up my ideas. If you guys remember, I made that salmon. And so I know this will keep for a little bit, but I don't want to keep it in this heat for a long time. Yeah, it's fine now, but I should use it. So I'm going to use this. I was gonna do one thing, but I'm switching gears, but I'll show you what I got. I got this bag of chips, which I've been snacking on, and I got this salsa. This is a nice way to get salsa in, but it's not perishable because it's in a can, and it's got the can opener too, which is handy. So that's a snack, although I've just been eating the chips. I will say that once this is opened, it's good just to like finish eating that in the heat. Okay, then I got a couple avocados, which are great. Actually, they like this weather and they ripen really quickly. So yeah, these are probably going to be ripe really soon. That could go well with that stuff. And then what I'm going to do, I was going to make kind of like a curry with coconut milk and like I have this yellow curry paste in a can, and mix those and do snow peas, carrots, tomato, and zucchini. But then I remembered I have this, and I should finish this up. None of these vegetables are like particularly perishable. They all keep for a while. But I am gonna use them. I don't want them to go to waste. And I mean, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna do it. And then this, I love using nori, and I have another idea in mind for this. You can do sushi. I'm gonna do kind of like a sushi burrito thing, but that'll be another meal. So here's what we're working with. I kind of tidied up a little bit, and I'm gonna use 1 or 2 things of these. These are really great because they are completely instant. You don't have to pre-boil them, which makes them super convenient, and they don't need too much liquid to rehydrate. So I'll put those in towards the end because I'm going to start by sauteing these things. The carrots probably need to be sauteed the longest, and the tomato and the peas the least. So I noticed that the pesto has a little bit of oil left over in it. So instead of using olive oil, I'm going to use the oil from the pesto, and I'll use that to saute the vegetables in. Okay, so while I was cutting up the snow peas, I had a bite of one of them, and I love the crunch so much. I think I'm just gonna add them at the end. So I do think I'll cut up the tomato, but I'm gonna add that after. Right now I'm gonna add the noodles and show how this part works. I think 1's good. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water. We'll do a 1/4 cup. So I see I kind of cover it. It's gonna steam them a little bit. And I'm gonna put in a little more of the pesto. All right, here is the pesto with summer veggies. So this is good. All of these vegetables, none of them are too perishable for these hot days when you want to get vegetables, but you don't necessarily want to keep them refrigerated. All of these vegetables keep fairly well. Carrots, tomatoes, zucchini, and snow peas. For anybody who would like a bite. Pretty good. Not my favorite pesto ever. It's not bad, but it's a little lemony. I don't really like a lemony. I've noticed that sometimes pestos are lemony. I like one that has a little more salt. Summer veggie pesto on a hot day with some salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. These are the lazy days. Oh, she found a fly. Go get it, Ruby. I'm digesting. She brought in a stick and chewed it up on the bed, so now I gotta clean that off. The sun's getting a little bit lower, and I think I'm gonna try to go for a swim. Before we move on from this spot, let's check out the solar panel. So the sun's gotten a lot lower in the sky and it's still at the top, so I might prop it up against the car. Let's take a look and see what we're up to. It's definitely not 4.5 hours later, but oh, see, it's not even charging anymore. But it is up to 41%. So I just leaned it up against the car and it started charging again. Oh, now Ruby's in front of it. Ruby's blocking it. See? Ruby, move. So that's the thing. It's got to be like aiming at the sun and not blocked. There we go. Now watch. There we go. So, yep. So it's still got a little ways to go, but it started out at 23% when I pulled up here and put it out. So that's helpful, you know, an extra 20% added. Okay, I definitely want to go swimming or like I find a waterfall. I'm feeling the need to cool off in some water and also refresh, but this is such an ideal spot to get a little cleanup done. So it's only a 2-pot meal, 1-pot meal really, but I didn't eat out of the frying pan, so I have to clean up the frying pan and then I have my dish, but it's really quick cleanup. But also I'm going to take this opportunity to sweep the rug and then this part too. Since all of this is dirt, it can go back on the ground here. It's a good spot for it. Oh, and then she has this debris from the stick she was chewing that I want to clean up. So I'm going to take out this whole blanket and shake it out back there. Whew. How you doing, Rubes? You good? You're happy. I could tell you're smiling, but yeah, it's a little warm out, huh? Here's St. John's wort. It's in bloom right now. It's also called Hypernicum. I like to eat the flowers. Oh, we're both blocking it now. It's probably not going to work, but maybe. Oh, okay, so it's going up slowly. It's gone up 2%. It's working slowly. I'm gonna do the dishes and then we'll probably get going. She's having fun. Good thing she takes her flea and tick medication. So I'm feeling really good about all this area. It's all freshly swept. And the blanket is all shaken out and the bed's made more or less. Dish time. hot, Rubes. It's hot. Alright, I got the dishes done. Everything's all clean. I put the stove away under, it goes under here, under the counter. So yeah, whew, kitchen's clean. That feels good. Bed sort of made, more or less. And I'm gonna bring the solar panel in. Hit the road. Hey, look, it's totally not right. I think it's like, I don't know, 5 or 6, but yeah, we're packed up, we're loaded. Ruby's in her little seat there. She always knows. She could tell when I'm about to go, and she like hops up front, and yeah. So 11:11, woohoo! You can see behind me is the solar panel. So ooh, I got some sun, or maybe I'm just hot. But this is where I keep the solar panel when I'm not using it. So yeah, it fits perfectly back there, right behind me. Still haven't fixed the pots and pans behind me, but I've gotten lots of great suggestions. Look at the beautiful, the foxglove. Oh, it's so beautiful. Foxglove. All right, so they have a sign saying the park closes at 9. It is currently 8:44, so we're gonna hustle, and I'm gonna try to get in there. I was here earlier, and it's like it was way too crowded, but it's not crowded now, so I'm gonna just try to hurry up and jump in. I've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'm jumping in, guys. Look at that water. Look how clear it is. Oh my gosh. I got this. I got this. I can do it. I did it. I gotta go though. Park closes in 6 minutes. I absolutely love this place. Whew. Look at that water. All right, let's go, Ruby. They are not playing about the enforcement of these park hours, so I'm glad we made it when we did. Ruby didn't get to go for a swim, but she saw me. She was she was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, this was so packed earlier, but all these cars are cleared out. And I'm feeling absolutely refreshed after my little quick dip. I could have stayed there a good 20 minutes, but I got the AC on. I'm drying off. This is a good way to end a hot day. Look at that. They have this chocolate gelato. I think I'm gonna get that. Look at that. I think I'm getting that. Unless they're out. See, look at this. What did it say?
Well, that's a bit for you.
Hi, I'm wondering if you have any more of the chocolate gelato.
Yes, we do.
Ooh, awesome. Could I please have one of those? All right, so I changed, which was awesome, and I feel super refreshed. And when I drove, we're all tucked in for the night. Ruby's got the squirmies. Oh my gosh, look. Of course, she's gonna calm down as soon as I. But you guys could probably hear her. Oh, there she goes again. And then she always messes with the curtains. We're under a pretty bright light, but yeah, it's nighttime. So I'm not turning on the bright light, but I do have these low lights on, which are fine. And I am super excited to try this gelato. I feel so refreshed. That was amazing. That swim, yeah. And then when I was going to get this, okay, let me finish saying that, and then I'll get to that, because I can tell already. I'm excited for that. I had the AC on, so I'm feeling cooled down. I was kind of hot all day. It was a hot day, but it's cool in the van. The air outside has cooled down. I don't know what it is. I'll look up the temperature and I'll put it on the screen, but I would guess maybe it's like 73, but oh my goodness, she's playing with a little toy she has. Having fun, Rubes? Yeah. Aren't you rowdy? So, hi. Maybe she wants some water. Let me get her a little water. So, I was kind of like craving ice cream with sprinkles, because I like ice cream with sprinkles. And then I remembered that I actually have some in my car, and I went to one ice cream place, but they were closed. But I have some left over from my birthday, which is amazing. So if I can figure out, oh yeah, here they are. So I actually have some sprinkles already. And then I saw this, that Taco Time has this chocolate gelato right now, and it's called Gelatiamo, and it's from someplace in Seattle, crafted in Seattle since 1996. So this is really cool. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't usually eat this late, but it's a treat. Fancy spoon. So yeah, let's take a look. Oh yeah, and it's like the perfect amount. There we go. Yes. The perfect little treat. It's so cute. It's a little mini. For anybody that would like some. What a nice way to end the day. Yep. Quite amazing. That's hitting the spot. It's perfect. For some reason, for me, like ice cream, it could have other kinds of toppings, but like sprinkles is where it's at. And then if it doesn't have any toppings, it's got to have like stuff in it. I guess technically this is gelato. I'm not really sure of the difference, but it's really good. If anybody knows what the difference between gelato and ice cream is, I'd love to know. So good. I'm gonna put a few more sprinkles on. You know what would be good? Like a shot of espresso on top. So that was amazing, that gelato. But I'm gonna go lay down and call it a night. But I think I'm gonna keep the vlog going just to, you know, spend some hot summer days with you guys. All right, so see you guys in the morning.